Now, I did want to discuss Game Pass a little bit. I have criticized Xbox recently, but Game Pass is frankly blowing my mind. As I read through it, the more I was impressed. This is Game Pass from Microsoft. Now, at launch, they're expecting over 100 great games coming later this spring. A little birdie told me sometime in April. Early April. So I would expect it early April. But basically what this allows you to do is have a Netflix for gaming. Now, PlayStation tried something like this. They did the PlayStation Now or whatever it was called, which allowed you to stream. I'm not even doing finger quotes because this was what they did. They allowed you to stream the games to your console from their servers, which, okay, at first glance, I kind of see what you're saying, how that might work, but it doesn't quite work when we think about just typical bandwidth. I didn't know that my ISP, my internet service provider, I didn't know they had caps on bandwidth for just typical like tethered connection. I didn't know that they had that. Apparently it's like 1024 gigs or something, and I hit it this past month in January. I don't know how, I don't know why. I think it's because I was using Dropbox a lot and I had all my videos storing up there, and so it was making it so I was like having all this stuff go up and down and up and down. So I think that's what it was. But anyway, I hit that, and doing this certainly, or streaming video games certainly had an impact on that. So a lot of people are having trouble with it, not to mention raw speeds. You have to have really good speed in order to actually stream those games accurately and to a point where the frame rates are good and when there isn't much lag just in terms of controller decisions. It really didn't work. And apparently so I have not confirmed this, but somebody told me that a Sony rep said that it was purely a test of the community, kind of their customers' Wi-Fi and bandwidth capabilities to see if they would be able to do something like that, because it would be really cool. And it was a resounding nope. Not at all. Not at all. So it's going to be a little while before something like that works out. But Game Pass is a slam dunk from Xbox. Well done, Xbox. Let me just describe this. One low monthly price. I believe it's $10 is what they're asking for it. It allows you, once you are paying that $10, it allows you to download a game, like whether it's Halo 5, Saints Row 4, Mad Max, NBA 2K16, Batman, Lego Batman, Fable 3, Gears of War, all these games, some of which are 360 games. So it's redefining backwards compatibility all of a sudden. And so it allows you to take these games, download them to your console, as they describe in the frequently asked questions. I'll just read it because I don't think I can. I think I'll probably mess it up if I don't. So at Xbox, we believe in offering new ways to give the best value to play a collection of the greatest games for one low monthly price. Again, about $10 is what I heard. Xbox Game Pass gives you unlimited access to over 100 great games, including popular backwards compatible Xbox 360 and blockbuster Xbox One titles like Halo 5 and Mad Max and all those. Xbox Game Pass will add games to, and sometimes remove from, just like Netflix, its catalog every month, which means you can always find something new and exciting to play. Download and experience games in their full fidelity from top industry publishers and play offline for up to 30 days. Xbox Game Pass is truly your ticket to endless play. Now, what does this mean? Well, there was a bunch of criticism sent over and launched at Xbox back when the console initially released, and it was because their head, I don't even remember the guy's name, their CEO at the time, or the head of Xbox at the time, he said, well, I mean, you're going to need to be connected to the internet 24/7 in order to play your console. If you're not connected, you can't play anything. You can't use your device. And somebody said, well, what about like those people overseas that are defending our country and just want to get back to the military base and play some Madden with other people in their squad or something? And he said, well, then I think the Xbox One is not for them. Like, did he just say that? Did he just say that our freaking military service men and women can't, like, should go somewhere else because he doesn't want to? That's bad. That's real bad. And so after all that crap of always on, has to be connected to the internet, this comes out and they say that you can download it to your console first off, but also that you can play it for 30 days without being connected to the internet. Meaning, if you download it, on, say, January 1st, you download Mad Max, and then you unplug your router or whatever your device is plugged into for internet connectivity. You disconnect it from the internet. You have 30 days where you can play that without reconnecting online before it will shut it off. And the reason that they shut it off at all is so that you can't, like, get Game Pass. And then also, in addition, there's no limit on how many games you can download. It's only limited by your storage. So what this would allow you to do is to prevent, or allow them to do, it would prevent you from buying like a Xbox One, loading it full of games on Game Pass under your account. So it's completely full. It's got like 50 games on there, and then you sell it at an upscale price on Craigslist or something, and they get to keep the games. They just have to not connect it to the internet. It doesn't work like that. They only would have 30 days. So this is a much better solution than the 24/7 connection that they initially were dealing with. They're giving trust and showing trust in their audience and in their consumers, which I can greatly appreciate. So, well done, Microsoft. This is phenomenal. I was hoping that something like this would come out. Phil Spencer really is doing a bang up job when it comes to this. I'm wildly impressed. So keep up the good work. If Game Pass is anything to show for the future of Xbox, you guys have a very bright future. Now, shifting, another fun anecdote. GameStop, their stock dropped after this Game Pass announcement. So much so, let's see if they mention, GameStop's stock price dropped from $26.52 per share to $23.61, finishing with an overall 7% drop in value. Ouch. That's in the span of a day. Ouch. That's real bad. Well done, Xbox. And like, I enjoy my PlayStation. It was given to me by a fan. People were weirdly thinking that it was given to me by Sony. No, I was given the console by a fan. And the games, I either purchased myself or got them from that same fan. So I really enjoy my PlayStation because it allows me to play those console exclusives that I wouldn't otherwise get to play, whether it's Bloodborne, Uncharted 4, The Last of Us, games like that. So I'm very thankful for that. Xbox hasn't had a lot of exclusives this generation that have drawn me in, that have really pulled me. But Game Pass alone is interesting enough to me where I can say, okay, that's bang for your buck. You think I'm paying $300 for the console and $10 a month for Game Pass. The sheer number of games I have access to is so massive, including games from last generation that I thought I had lost forever. Now I can get access to those all in one fell swoop. That's impressive to me, and I think it's very important to keep Sony on their toes. Hey, did you like that? Well, that was just an extra of the full show that I do every weekend. So if you haven't seen it already, make sure to check it out. Ad card things popping up everywhere, and subscribe if you haven't already.